Greetings, citizens of Coriolis and the Third Horizon. I am Jalab Korahan, and we interrupt our regular programming to bring you a developing story of grave concern. A short time ago, a fragmented and desperate distress signal was received here on Coriolis Station from the Tsurabi gas mine on Tawan. The reason for their plea for help remains unclear, but the urgency of their message is undeniable. The Tsurabi colony, a vital gas mining operation for the Colonial Agency, is located in the atmosphere of the gas giant Tawan and houses nearly 300 souls, many of them miners and scientists. The Colonial Agency has acted swiftly, assembling a rescue fleet to assist the colonists and, if necessary, evacuate them and salvage their valuable mining equipment. Now reporting live from the Hammurabi Portal Station is the Bulletin's own Stephanie Deschane.
Thank you, Jalab. I can confirm that the rescue fleet, spearheaded by the repurposed luxury liner Ghazali, has departed Coriolis Station. The Ghazali has been hastily refitted to accommodate hundreds of stasis units, enough for both the rescue workers and, should the need arise, the entire staff of the Tsurabi mine. Several smaller vessels also accompany the Ghazali, their captains answering the call for help and the promise of generous rewards from the agency. To underscore the seriousness of the situation, the Ghazali is being escorted by the Legion destroyer Zafira. The fleet will make a brief stop here at Hammurabi for final preparations before jumping to Tawan.
The eyes of the Third Horizon are on this rescue mission. We will continue to monitor the situation and bring you updates as they become available. For now, we can only offer our prayers to the icons and hope for the safety of the colonists on Tawan.
So, last time we got together, everybody woke up on board the Ghazali to red lights and sirens, and you found yourself coming out of your stasis pods a bit wonky, and as you looked in the other stasis pods exploring the ship, you saw that the majority of them were dead. You did meet one live person who seemed to have been suffering from radiation poisoning. You did find out that there was no radiation currently emanating, but it seemed like there had been a large radiation burst at some point in the past. What's up?
Nothing.
Okay.
Reaching for my other drink.
All the drinks. You explored. The individual that you did meet told you that there was Nikatra on board, who were kind of human, man-sized attack dogs that the Legion used. They were brought on board, and as the lights flickered, she was taken screaming. You also found dead body parts, signifying that they had been ripped apart by something. As you did explore further into the ship, you managed to find a computer port, and you were able to talk to the ship's AI, Solomon. You were able to get a couple of answers. You got a map of the Ghazali, so you knew where the bridge was. You found out that you were confirmed that the weapons you had brought on board were being stored on the bridge. And there was I believe it was yellow lights. There were, yes, I believe it was a yellow light strip. Nope. It must have been red lights. Yes, there was a light strip.
There were four of them, is the point, though.
Four of them.
Yeah,
lights.
Five lights. But there was a red light strip on the floor that was leading you to the bridge. You began to make your way there. Solomon was captured on a data pad so that you could take him with you. And that is where we will pick up.
He's the head of the wizard order.
Saruman.
We gotta look for his tower.
All right. Yep. So Florian had Solomon on his wrist. You were headed towards the bridge.
Yeah.
Is there anything? Are you still headed there, or just basically picking up? Let me change the map to. It was.
I think our immediate objective was to beeline it for the bridge.
Yeah.
Go from there.
That sounds right.
I would feel much better at my chances of protecting all the few alive people with my weapon. If you guys choose to die along the way, I can't do anything about that really. But once I have my weapon, I'm willing to take a little bit of responsibility on keeping you undead. No, that's not. You won't.
Are there undead in this universe?
There are
Yes.
creatures, wights, things like that. None that you or anybody in this campaign so far has come in contact with, but you've heard stories.
Okay.
Ooh.
The Reapers.
Yeah.
All right, so you started down in the lower stasis, and you were headed up to the bridge.
Okay.
So there was
It's a cool, cool like schematic.
schematic. All right, so other than following the light strips to the bridge, is there anything that you guys would like to do along?
Give me a
the
ping,
way?
Vasily.
Otherwise,
What? A ping. I want to know where I'm at. Give me a ping.
Well, you started at the lower stasis, and I'm asking
One.
if there's anything down here.
Ping.
Oh, up here. Down here.
Wow.
That was where you woke up, and you were given the schematic, and the bridge is up at the top.
And where are we now?
In somewhere in this general area, I would say.
Okay.
In this area, you're still down here.
Okay.
You know, by the size of the ship, take you the 45 minutes, the better part of an hour, if all of the corridors are clear. 45 minutes to get from where you started to the bridge.
Is there like a turbo lift or a Jeffries tube situation, or is this just like stairwells and hallways?
It would start with stairwells and hallways. There would normally be some elevator lift type systems.
And it'd be an
But it wouldn't go.
Sorry.
It's not from everywhere to everywhere. Like it would be more of the, especially on a cruise liner. It would be more on the well-used parts of the ship.
Yes, Jeffries tubes if it's in English, but if it's Saudi Arabian, it'd be like Alibaba tube.
Probably.
And you have to say open
Did
sesame
we
to get it to
ask
open.
for a clear route to, or a safe route?
You all was
Didn't we
asked
just
was
ask for
the
a
most direct route.
Well, I mean, taking a look at the schematic, it seems like heading to the bridge by way of the med lab might not be a bad idea. I mean, and obviously just kind of keeping an eye out for anything that we could use to defend ourselves on the way there. But I think that the med lab's probably our best bet to find anything, seeing as all weaponry would have been stored up in the bridge.
Are you a doctor?
You can just talk. Ooh. Or we consider for the next 2 hours of the UAV command. That too.
Yeah.
Whatever you would like to do. I mean, it's your guys' session. If that's how you want to spend your time, we definitely can do that.
But ask the AI, is there a weapons locker between here and there?
Didn't we already ask that?
This like been a month ago.
I think we asked about the weapons, but
Yeah, I'm pretty.
You
said our
asked
weapons.
where. Yes, you asked where your weapons were, and you were told that all weapons from the people who were brought on board and put in stasis pods are in the weapons locker on the bridge.
I don't think anybody's asked. Are there other weapons
yeah,
lockers?
that's true. And we have the data pad thing, right? We can.
Yes, he did get brought with you.
So I think while we're shuffling around through the hallway, I would ask, are there any security offices or armories on board this ship?
That's what I said.
I mean, I could put Suleiman on speakerphone if you want.
That would be good.
Oh, hold on. Suleiman, speakerphone mode. Yes, okay.
Perfect.
Suleiman's on speakerphone.
That
now.
beep was perfect.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I hate you so much.
I hope that transfers over.
All right, so
Speakerphone mode. Beep, beep. Perfect.
so what is the question? You guys were talking about
Are there any
Weapons
weapons
lockers.
lockers between here and the bridge?
Armories, yeah.
Any?
all ships' weapons are stored in the weapons locker on the bridge.
It's a big fucking ship. I mean,
Were there,
It is a
like,
former cruise liner, not a military vessel.
Were there like security people that had weapons? No.
Are you at?
Yes.
I'm asking the
Speakerphone's on.
Were there security people that had weapons? Security officers.
Legion members were on adjoining ships, following closely to the Ghazali. All weapons, outside of the ones brought along by the volunteers, would be on separate ships.
And I think we said earlier, our ship's alone, right? Like it was reported there weren't any other ships
You
nearby.
haven't asked.
ask,
Let's see. I'm trying to
came
think
up
of
with it. Ask him where I went.
Suleiman, can you do a local sensor scan for any other ships in this sector? Specifically, any Legion ships?
Stand by. Sensors currently, internal and external sensors currently coming back online.
Do we want to make it this obvious to these murderous things that there's, living sentient people out here doing things? Maybe we shouldn't have Solomon turning shit on randomly, at least until we're armed.
Sensors online.
Works for me.
Well, fuck.
As many partial sensor input available. Every sensor that is currently operational has been brought back online. There are no other ships near the Ghazali at the current time. Come on, there we go. User Florian, I have a separate update that may interest you.
Bring it up on the pad.
Currently, Ghazali propulsion systems are offline. Now that the external sensors are up and running, I can pinpoint our current location. The ship is currently in the Hamura system. Unfortunately, we are also... Hold on a second. Where is that one?
Well, the little spinning wheel on the solid. Sounds like we're in the Gamali system, boys.
Hamura.
Hamura system, everybody.
Which half of the ship's in the
Um,
Hamura?
The whole thing.
The ship is whole. We are one jump from Teowen, our final destination. The ship is currently drifting towards the Hamura star and will reach the disintegration zone in approximately 18 hours. Large sections of the ship are destroyed or badly damaged.
This is not a in-character question. I don't really remember what happened. Like, we
You-
jumped.
none of us
and
do.
Then,
You
don't know.
you woke up. You woke
Okay.
up to sirens and emergency lights and a bunch of people dead from radiation poisoning.
Okay, so we don't know any context about where, like, what happened. to
You
the ship
you
or
knew
anything.
you knew the point of the mission, but you don't know what happened between when you went to sleep in the cryopods and when you woke up.
Okay, all right.
Okay. If that point if that didn't go over audio, I would confer to the rest of the group that we're stuck in the star's gravity well, and thrusters are offline. We have about 18 hours until we crash into the sun, apparently.
Fightercraft, shuttlecraft, maintenance pods, anything with a workable thruster that is available to the ship for exfiltration.
The escape pods can be found on several locations throughout the ship. Also, there is currently one ship docked in the docking bay.
Class, type, armaments, ish, shuttle class.
That information is currently unavailable.
Oh,
Fair.
Firefly class, obvious.
Well, I think we might know where the things that are killing people came from. This unknown ship.
Oh,
Actually, you were Well, never mind. You were not told where they were. You were told that they were brought. Livy's character told you that they were brought on board. Not where they were put when they were brought on board.
All right. So we head to the bridge quickly and quietly as possible. I say we get the weapons we can. I say we take whatever valuable we can along the way. Solomon, is that correct?
Solomon.
Solomon, you got, you need backups or any other tape drives or optical drives to corroborate what the hell happened here?
All information about all information from sensor inputs would be on the emerald disk that is currently on the bridge. And
Yes.
you would know
You remember-
that
100%.
every ship has an emerald disk, which is basically the ship's black box.
Yep.
That's Coriolis' version of the black box. Not only does that keep a full record of all the sensors and communications, that is also where the ship's AI is housed. So that is where Solomon would be housed. And you, like, that is just something that you would know.
Got it.
Yeah. Solomon, can you reduce the guidance lights by 1/4? We're trying to keep a bit of a low profile. Let's turn them down. a little
Lights. Light runners on ground reduced by 75%.
Let's not mess with it more than that, huh?
bit. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, good thought. Excellent idea. Apparently there's a little more glitch in the system than we thought.
Mars, do you have like a pen or a pencil or something I can steal from you? Oh, perfect, thank you.
Okay. Did we decide anything while I was gone, or figure anything out?
Yeah, we're going for the Emerald Disc. We're going for the bridge, and then we're going to come back down to the hangar to find the ship that there's the make our escape.
Unregistered ship in the hangar.
Was it unregistered?
It not necessarily unregistered. They
Oh.
could not give you information on the ship.
Is it our ship?
Not yet. But what we're on isn't going to be our ship, because in 18 hours, it's going to be a whole bunch of ash.
Oh yeah, that's the thing. We're stuck in the gravity well of the sun, and we got about 18 hours until
Yep.
we get pulled in the sun.
I was here for that part.
Okay.
Yep.
Excellent.
I say
We now have
Move
17 hours, 58 minutes.
we start moving out. I'll take point. Tammy's character's with us, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Gigantor, if you just keep an eye on him. Anything grabs me, you grab me back, okay? Okay. And I'll head out.
All right. Would anybody else? Is there anything in particular you would like to do on your trip to the bridge, other than just moving forward?
Like I said, I would keep an eye out for anything that we could, possibly use to defend ourselves along the way. And if it's not too far out of the way, I'd suggest that if we happen to go through the med lab on the way to the bridge, great. But maybe we do a little detour to the med lab, just in case. No, I'm not a doctor, but I played one on TV.
All right, and
It's not a good doctor.
An actor.
Yes, I'm a doctor.
so I would say
philosophy.
during your trek up to the bridge, you do not pass directly by the med lab.
Okay.
You would know where it was from the schematic.
And you do not collect $200.
Do collect 199.
Write that down.
All right, so you make your way up to the bridge, unmolested, undisturbed. It takes about 45 minutes. You make your way up a stairwell, up a circular stairwell. You come to where the bulkhead door for the bridge is, and it is closed. There are two sets of circular stairwells going downward. One you take up, takes you right to the bulkhead door.
I look over at the guy.
Open the pod bay doors, hell.
Yeah. Look around for some kind of a door computer, override, access port, Star Wars style, like.
As you give me a data gen check.
Oh, of course.
The gin.
Gotcha.
The gin. Alright, so that's an 8 for me, by the way.
The gin. Whoa! Oh, getting violent and throwing stuff.
I'll get back to that. Ooh, 2 success.
2 successes? Oh wow. You do come to a console, and you are able to tell that the bulkhead door to the bridge is closed, and it is locked, and it cannot be opened. And the reason it is locked is because there was a
Explosive decompression.
there was a hole in the bridge which closed that. It did. Let me see. It did engage the. I believe it is the ED shield that large ships have to cover hull breaches. It would have explosively decompressed, and then that would have come on. But you also know that there is no way to open the door from the outside while that shield is in place. So you would know from your study of the console that you have to get onto the bridge in order to open the door.
Is the bridge in full vacuum still, but the shields are up?
The shield is up.
Okay.
The bridge, since you
Partial
got 2,
vacuum,
the atmosphere is not restored on the bridge, but there is no vacuum currently. There's no vacuum to space happening.
Correct.
The shield's been closed, but atmosphere needs to be restored to the bridge, but that can only be done on the bridge.
Jill's character is wearing a suit, right?
Yes, she put on.
I have an exosuit on right now, so
Oh.
if this is the type of shield that someone in an exosuit suit could walk through, I am happy to, take the long way around outside here, and or as long as it's not 2 hours long, over 2 hours long.
In the area in front of the bulkhead door, there's the 2 spiral staircases going down, and there are also 2 hallways that lead to external doors that would normally be for when the ship is docked, for
Airlock.
easy access to the bridge.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay, so this bridge component is almost like a separate
Yes.
Star Wars style.
Basically,
section on
yes.
the top of the
Yes.
ship, yeah.
It like the big viewport, the captain's
Yeah.
chair, like all that stuff. That is up top and separate, so they can see what they need to see while the rest of the ship is below them. Think of it like a cruise liner. Same thing. You would want the bridge to be as high as possible for viewing
Understood.
angles. Oh, and when Solomon did tell you that you had 18 hours left, I did get 1 darkness point for each person. So I did get 6
So it was
darks.
like a secret or something? or-
No, I'm letting you know.
Then?
It's never a secret that I get darkness points.
No, but I mean, why did you get the points?
darkness points?
Because once that 18-hour hit, I got 6 darkness points for all of it.
Oh, okay. Can we ask Solomon the easiest recommended way to get to the bridge?
In the bridge. Not to it, because we're technically to it. We just
Oh,
want to
okay. Get inside the bridge.
Solomon, would you be able to temporarily disable the phase shields, the vacuum shields to the bridge?
ED shields on ships of this size can easily be walked through by a crew member in an exosuit.
I think I'll point to. I don't remember the name, but the character obviously wearing an exosuit at this point and say, "Are you certified in that thing?"
That would be Lady Imogen Highborn the 6th.
Ah,
Yes, I am. I got this. I am ready to step out and take a little walk around and let you guys in. Well,
Sounds
I guess I'll have to
Thank you, Nate.
airize.
For your sheep.
okay. Do you? I'll let. How about the crew here? They can assist you with the airlock. I'll monitor things at the bridge door.
Are the suits like Iron Man, like little things you can carry and they expand, or are they like huge all the time?
They're pretty
or
bulky in the book.
The exosuits, I don't.
because I have an exo shell, I'm just wondering if I would
Oh, yeah.
actually have that on me.
I believe you would.
Yeah, I just had mine on me.
You said you put yours
Yeah.
on.
So,
Yes, I did. I mean, I had
Oh,
it
we
on
might
me
have
and
an
then I
outside
put it
crew, inside
on,
crew.
holding myself into it. So, I mean, they let me hang on to it in the in stasis.
There.
I assume I wasn't just like hugging this giant fucking.
An exoshell is a suit to protect the wearer in a vacuum or other dangerous situations. Contain oxygen for 8 hours. Provides a little protection. It's difficult to move around in. I would say that would be like a NASA spacesuit.
More or less.
So it's not something I would have in my pocket.
No, not so much.
But it is something. See, that's kind of weird. I think we have to. I will say that yes, because
Yeah,
it's because in Coriolis, like you have that on you. That's your equipment. So I will say that I'll just fuck it. It expands.
If you have it in like
Use
a
it.
messenger bag or something,
Yeah.
like a knapsack or something.
When it's on, it does make it more difficult to move.
Imagine
But-
like a Iron Man was
Yeah,
like
the
2 with a
exoshell is what I've been
suitcase.
wearing this whole
Like
time.
stuff.
That's what we.
Like,
That's
radiation.
honestly that's what we can go with because it doesn't have a ton of weight in Coriolis, and it says you have it on your person. So
Okay, I also have a suit, an exoshell, so I could go with to the bridge when we find the way there.
I think I'd be more comfortable with somebody with me. I mean, I've obviously totally done this before in real life.
totally.
Do you think you can restore Atmo once you reach the bridge, or do you think you should take Suleiman with you?
I think I might want help.
I'm a pilot,
You've
so I know my way around a little bit, but I don't know if that kind of system would be part of being a pilot or not, or if
you
that's
probably know
something-
your way around a cockpit.
I would say you would have a pretty good
But, I mean,
shot at it.
he's a pilot. Hey, fly guy. He flips a pipe over and hands it to you.
Thank you.
Just, in case.
Have we found an exit, like an airlock to get out?
Yes.
Yeah.
There's the spiral staircases going up, like think on both sides with the bulkhead door in the middle, and then both to your direct left and right past those spiral staircases, there would be the exit doors.
Okay, cool. All right, then I'm
The airlock doors.
opening my suitcase and getting my suit on and grabbing.
You need to
the pipe.
describe it better than that. No.
Oh my goodness.
I mean, yeah, like I did weird origami stuff to get my outfit into my exosuit. Like, yeah, you're just putting it on.
You did
You're-
origami stuff.
I mean,
Do we have time for that?
I put mine on before.
All right, so you do get to the airlock doors and make your way outside.
Making his
I need both people who are going to be making the walk to give me a dexterity test.
You are. We'll pick you up on the way out. Sorry.
I'm kind of feeling this like Revenge of the Sith like bridge setup here, where it's like this little bit way at the top.
Yeah.
So that's I roll agility plus or dexterity plus agility dice. That
Yes, it would be the total of the two. So for you,
7.
2 and then 5. Yep, 7.
Oh my god!
Oh, I got a 6. Holy shit, I got a 6.
7 dice. I didn't get 1 6.
Holy shit, I got a 6.
He does float into.
All right, not a single 6. All right, so there is. Remember, you can always push your rolls to re-roll by praying to the icon. You do take a mental damage, basically.
Or-
You do take a damage to the mind point when you would get to re-roll your
Damage.
dice. Otherwise, you
All
can
of the
stick-
dice?
Yes.
You can always do that?
Yeah, but you take a mind point
Damage.
of damage. Like I get a darkness point, and
Oh, great.
Can I use your pencil a little bit?
let
Absolutely.
me hold on a second. Let me double check.
Hey.
I broke it.
Uh oh. Alright,
It's blinking at me.
It's not supposed to blink.
I don't think
It's supposed to wink.
the TV.
Yeah. But take your time.
Fuck up,
He's
dude.
pushing his roll.
Oh yeah, I should wait to find out if I can actually do this, I guess.
No, you can do it.
Okay.
I get a darkness point. I'm just trying to remember if it gives you.
I'm assuming that that's preferable to whatever would happen if I don't
You'd have to find out.
roll. Are you serious? 14 rolls and not 1 6.
All right,
You are
I
fired.
was wrong in this. I get a darkness point, I don't believe.
You
I
need
don't
to
see. I don't see anything that you get an injury.
That sounds right. That sounds more familiar.
Because in Vaesen, it was. You got a mental injury if you pushed. But in this one, I just get a darkness point.
So
Night falls. Oh, my knee!
can I do it again and give you another darkness point, or do I just get one chance?
I'm just going to say once.
Okay. Alright, then I will find out what's gonna happen. I'll probably die.
Breathe shallow. We'll catch you on the flip side. Or we'll catch you on the way out. We'll find a ship and...
Yeah, it doesn't add stress. Everything I'm reading, especially in Coriolis, you guys are kind of squishy. So... But I will, because I don't see anything that says there's a limit, but I will just house rule if there's a limit of one praying to the icon. So, I will say Lady Imogen Highborn... No, wait. What is it? Egregious Philbin. That would be Lars's character. So, Lady Imogen is moving first, moving along the edge of the hall. And she's moving quickly. And Egregious Philbin is trying to keep up, and his gloved hands just slide off of it, and he begins floating away. But his wrist is grabbed by the Lady Imogen Highborn and pulled back to the ship. However, because of how slow you have to move because you're nervous now, it triples the amount of time it takes to get to the opening in the bridge.
I guess I shouldn't have coated my suit in butter.
It's probably a bad idea. I mean, it is tasty. But, so, you do make it to the opening of the bridge. You are now down to 17 hours between the walk up and the movement to the bridge.
Thank you for catching me, Imogen.
Hey, no problem.
That's like my second best roll. Like that is like the most number of dice.
All right, then. So, there we go. That is the bridge with the hole blown in it.
I got 2 of them.
As you turn through the opening and kind of make your way inside, the gravity does pull you back down to the floor. You see that the bridge has 3 chairs. One in the center with a couple of screens around it, and there's 2 to either side. And all 3 contain bodies that are strapped to them with buckles and belts.
Oh, explosive decompression sickness.
And they're all obviously dead.
Nobody's moving.
Right now.
I mean, I guess at least you know the seatbelts work. This is really gross. Let's get the other people in here so that...
They can see the gross too.
Well, would I know...
Yeah, so that this stuff can get moved by maybe somebody else.
Okay. Yeah, would I know which console would be the right one to try to get, like, atmosphere back?
Give me a pilot check.
Hey, that's actually my best roll, so I probably won't get anything. But I put every last one of those damn dice back in the bag.
You
so.
have, and your pilot roll is 8.
My pilot roll is 9.
9?
Because I have a talisman of pilot +1.
Oh, okay.
Ooh.
That is not automatically figured out on your sheet. Okay. So good call.
+1.
So 9. So this will be 23 dice. Let's see if you can get 1 6.
Wait, 23 dice?
I mean, total, because you rolled 14 previously, and you didn't get a 6. So 23 dice in a row. Let's see if you can get a 6.
Nope.
Damn it, seriously! This is the worst game ever.
What is that?
All right, so you do
Tanishi did.
you do poke around the terminals, and you are able to get eventually to get the atmosphere turned on and the doors open. But between the slowness of the outside and the time it takes you to do everything, you are now down to a total of 16 hours. Took you 45 minutes to walk up to the bridge and an hour and 15 minutes to get your suits on do the spacewalk, find out how to turn on the atmosphere, and close the
I mean, I made sure to butter up my gloves before I went to the console.
So yes, now the doors do slide open for the rest of you. The atmosphere is back.
And I would look for. Well, I guess we're here for the weapons.
Yeah, I think we can open the main doors now.
Well, I would probably know where the emerald disc would be.
You would be able to tell where the emerald disc is very easily.
Yeah.
All right, so I guess what is everybody's
Your
your
favorite color?
I think. Do you think we had like comlink access to the outside folks at all?
You didn't.
Okay. The only reason I would ask is like hour and a half goes by.
You can
just hanging
check.
out.
You can
Would
check
probably
on
be
the
pretty
bridge, but
Okay.
you didn't while you were moving.
Gotcha. Okay. All right. Alrighty, like eventually, like we see the indicator light flip over to be like atmosphere restored.
Well,
And
no.
then-
No, the door
Yes.
actually slides.
Oh, it opens for the
They
inside.
open,
To
yeah.
answer your question, yes, we do have. I had contact with Fly Guy and
Yeah.
You have contact with each other, not out. You don't have contact outside of the ship.
Is that what you're asking? I thought you
I
were
was just
talking about the
wondering, so-
people that we sent out because
Yeah.
we wanted to be able to.
Oh,
talk. So
I
what's
misunderstood.
taking so long?
I misunderstood. Yes, you would be in comlinks with the people
Okay.
doing the
'cause
lock.
after an hour
No.
and a half, it'd be like, oh, they died.
That's
Like,
Right.
Let's go to the
They're
escape
done.
pod now.
Yep. I think we'll just call us a wash.
Yep.
And,
no. I misunderstood. Yes, you would be in constant comlink with them.
Okay. So the door eventually opens, and I would imagine we probably.
Yes, you would move in there. You would see the same scene.
Yeah.
The chairs, the dead body.
weapons locker. Weapons locker.
Okay. The weapons locker is obvious. It is also locked.
What'd you say, Joe?
The music has just gotten a little loud. Can it
Oh, yep. Sorry. Is that better?
Oh, yep, thank you.
Okay. All right. So yes, you do find a large weapons locker, but it is locked.
Hello, friend. Should we be quiet about this, or can I just go off? I mean, I'm gonna give you the option right now. Are you gonna?
Let's
open
close
this
the
for me?
bridge door behind us. Make sure no one hears us
Yeah.
wailing on this thing.
Yeah, and maybe we
Fine.
check the bodies.
I'll
for
close
a key.
the bridge door. You open the weapons locker with.
Would you like to
I
do that?
I will ignore these fucking manic monkeys and go and check the bodies, see just kind of generally the state of them, and if they have anything useful on their persons.
I heard something about a weapons locker. We found it. Or
You found it, but
Yeah.
it's locked.
Is it an electronic lock or like a physical lock?
It is like an electronic lock.
Okay.
That's kind of what I was.
All right. So
You and Solomon.
the bodies
I'll
the
get the
bodies
butter.
are in bad shape. You are able to see the names of them. There's the first officer, the XO, Shanaz Poe, is strapped to a chair, and you do find the corpses of Captain Lacarza and Colonial Agent Nikifa, both of whom, during the opening scene where you were spoken to prior to the mission, those were the two that spoke to you. They are a tangled mess of cables on both sides of you, partially strapped into the chair, but there's a bunch of cables kind of latching onto them. Give me a... There's not really an investigation check. Give me an observation check. It's not really investigation.
Wits for, alright. Nope.
All right. It does take you a little bit longer
Welcome to Bar.
because you are. The bodies kind of make you a little squeamish, so it takes you longer. You do find ID cards on the captain and the XO's bodies in their kind of tucked in their pockets, so you do manage to pull those ID cards out.
Okay.
Do you think those officers have a sidearm? As I'm walking towards the weapon lock.
Not on them. They do not.
The ID cards have some sort of, or would I know if they had some sort of? Could they be used to access?
They could.
Things
Possibly.
I will saunter over to the chest and start throwing the cards at the chest.
The locker.
The first one you throw is the captain. Tap it against it. turns green. You hear the lock click.
The fixer had like taken out his tools, and just, like got a whole setup, like a little flip out monitor for hacking, and then beep. It's like, oh.
And that's about the same. It's about the time that you're like looking at the door open, and I come back after closing the doors. Good job.
Meanwhile,
I was getting there.
have I found where the emerald disc?
You would know. It's in the middle where the captain's chair would be.
Ooh.
You are able to, and it's meant to come out easily. So you would.
Oh,
you would
thank
be
God, I don't have to roll.
Nope, not for this one.
You should just.
It shatters in a
You are.
million pieces.
I am keeping track. You are on 24 without a success. So.
I feel like I should get like some kind of bonus for that.
When you hit 40,
You just die.
He loses.
You just drop dead. No, triple digits. You get it after 100 failed rolls, 100 failed die. You just die.
And it just happens to be on something totally mundane.
You just
Oh,
not
yeah.
want to live anymore.
Do I remember what flavor of bubblegum is my favorite? No. Oh.
L aneurysm.
Yep. All right. So yes,
no, red,
you are
no.
egregious Philbin does slide the emerald disc out. It is about the size of a CD. Honestly, it's not too. It's relatively small, but it not only contains the data of the ship, but it also does contain the ship's AI.
Is it fragile?
No. It's like a black box that's meant to survive as much damage as the ship
Okay.
can take.
I will
It's
slip
not
it in.
invulnerable, but it's definitely not.
I assume I have some kind of bag or
I would
backpack
assume everybody's
or
got a pack of some
something.
kind.
I put it in there.
Okay, so you take that. The weapons locker is a gray metal cabinet with floral engravings. As the door swings open, that is not
It's like Mass
the
Effect.
one I want.
Yeah, Mass Effect combat.
As you get weapons, enemies.
Ooh, I need this.
No.
And this.
Oh yeah. So as you open it,
One of these. And,
you do find your weapons. So if anybody
Yay.
started with a weapon, you do find that.
Yay.
But you do find more things. On the top shelf, you do find 2 Vulcan pistols with 4 reload cells each.
Does anyone not have a weapon?
I've got a cricket.
Imogen, do you have a weapon?
Yes, technically speaking, I have,
Do you have a pistol?
No, I have a power glove and a knife.
Oh, then yeah, you should take a
Okay.
pistol.
So there are 2 Vulcan pistols. There are also 11 shock sticks
Nope.
with 2 cells each.
No.
Ooh, I'll take a shock stick.
You guys can.
Gargantua, you called him?
Yeah.
He might.
Gigantor.
Gigantor.
Gigantor. He might.
And there are also 11 Vulcan carbines
Dent.
Ooh.
with
You can't have. This one is mine.
with
See
4
right there?
reloads each.
Vera.
Is that the ranged weapon skill?
Yes, the Vulcan carbines would be the rifles.
It is.
So-
Who else here is decent with rifles?
What's the roll for firearms?
I'm.
I
have
believe
some
it's
skill
ranged.
with
I think it's
rifles.
agility plus ranged.
Yeah, ranged, which is range plus agility.
Fixer likes to think he's good, but he's not that good. Honestly.
How heavy are they again?
How
I know how to use them.
heavy?
Never mind.
The pistols are not that heavy.
No.
The-
I'm just trying to figure out if I can strap a second or third Vulcan rifle to my power armor, my heavy armor, which I have.
Why don't you
I would
duct tape one
say-
to each side of your head.
I would say you could add 1 without
Encumbrance.
having a negative impact on your rolls, your movement.
Maneuverability.
I think anyone who wants to take a carbine would probably just take a carbine, right? They'd probably feel better with it. I'm taking one.
Is anyone taking the second pistol? Otherwise, I'll take that as well.
I don't need the pistol. Were there more than 2 carbines?
6.
There
Oh,
were
okay.
11.
Okay, then yeah, I'll
Okay.
take a
There's
carbine.
11 carbines. There are 2 additional pistols.
Why not?
If anyone has the carbine stats handy.
What was that, Jill?
If there's 11 carbines, we might as well just all take one.
Yep, take one.
And there are 11 shock sticks.
Oh,
Vulcan carbine. Bonus is +1. Int is 0. Damage is 3. Crit is 2. Range is short. Comments is auto fire.
Nice. Is the shock stick would that be force? Would that be the associated?
That would be shock stick. Crit, stun, range close, features stun, cell powered. Yeah, that would be. I would say that would be force because you're swinging it.
Okay.
But is it it is a +2 bonus.
Okay.
And the shock stick, the cell power. What that does is if you activate the cell on a hit, it goes to mind points instead of hit points.
Mhm.
Oh, so you can
And-
stun them.
Yeah. And every, I will say I shouldn't say every, the majority of creatures and people have less mind points than hit points, than physical points. So that's why it could be useful because there are things that have like 10 hit points and 2 mind points.
Yeah.
That kind of.
Okay. So would it encumber us? Like, would it encumber me if I take a carbine and a shock stick?
I would say no. I would say a shock stick is like a baton.
Okay. I'm gonna be absolute shit with it, but I'll take one if there's enough of them. Just 'cause
You
why
should
not?
absolutely take one, just in case we get into a corridor and we don't want to.
How many shock
Go.
sticks?
11.
Okay, yeah, everyone should just take a carbine and a stick if they.
You get a shock stick. You get a shock stick.
Yeah.
Everybody gets a
The
shock
book
stick.
is very random on what it does and does not give weights for.
Yeah.
So when it gets ridiculous, we'll start
It's just-
worrying about it.
I mean, that's why they only allow 4 rows in the character sheet, anyways, right? So.
How many reloads can I give for my carbines?
The carbines have 2 reloads each. The shock sticks have 2 cells each. The Vulcan pistols have 4 reloads each.
Do you have the stats for the Vulcan pistol that I don't have?
I can give that to you in just a second.
I have a cricket stats, but that's it. I don't think these are crickets, these are full-size pistols.
Vulcan carbine pistols. Vulcan pistol. +1 bonus. +1 to initiative. 2 to damage. 2 to crit. Short range. Feature is reliable.
While you have those pages open, can you give us the shock sticks as well?
I
If you want.
can.
Shock stick.
Those are ranged weapons. What is the-
They're really good.
There we go. Shock stick. +2 bonus.
Nice.
0 to initiative. 1 damage. Close range. Features are stun and cell powered.
Is there a crit value on that?
Stun. Because it doesn't do physical damage, it does mental damage.
Gotcha.
Or, yeah. Emotional damage.
Nice. Love that. Okay. So everyone is strapped up with weapons at this point. Wow.
Are there any other like equipment lockers on the bridge? Or
If
storage
anybody who
lockers.
wants to like search around the bridge further can give me an observation check.
I would like to maybe tap into the bridge computer, check the status of the ships, because we think that might be where we're going next.
All right. Well, everybody wants to search around. Give me an observation check.
Yeah.
What do you mean by what are you asking?
So, I mean, I suppose I could ask Solomon, but I'm just looking for like administrative system, ship controls, anything that we can directly use that
caught
maybe
Mars.
Solomon can't provide us.
No, I wouldn't say there's anything on here that Solomon wouldn't be able to access.
I got a 6
Yay.
Hey.
with my 4 dice.
So I'll just be poking around the computers and not know
Okay.
something interesting then.
So who succeeded? Just you?
I did.
Oh, both of you.
Hey.
All right, then Imogen and Egregious Philbin. You are, as you search around, you find hand-woven rugs that cover the floor, religious motifs, but you also find a tag with 780 burr on it. That's basically the gold.
Money.
So 780 burr. A transactor with 1250 burr. So there is a tag and a transactor, which are different. Transactor is locked to a person. The burr is just like cash. Think of the transactor like a credit card, like a debit card, and the tag is just like cash.
So is the transactor not usable by anybody other than the owner?
The transactor would be, you would probably, if it would either be used by the owner or you'd have to find somebody who would be willing to do it. Like, fence. Whereas the tag would just be like finding $100 on the ground.
As he starts pulling out his tools again. And then this guy shows up with the...
Do you want me to
the
write
other
them
card.
down, Jill?
Yeah.
What?
Huh?
Do you want me to just take them, write them down, or do you want to...
I mean, I'm trying to write too. But,
Oh, okay.
Feel
That's
free to
fine.
take them. I don't really care. It's only money. Whatever.
And on the captain is also a
only space
personal
You can take
hollow communicator.
Personal hollow reader.
A hollow communicator.
Does
Just
it
say
look like there
hollow.
was supposed to be something in it?
In
Or
what?
is it just hollow?
Fired.
Alright. Basically, that is a personal communicator that can transmit and receive holographic messages for short distances, about 10 kilometers.
Does anyone not have a communicator?
This one is like the Star Wars.
Yeah,
Person-
I would say
person.
to the group, if anyone doesn't have a communicator, like you don't have a new smartphone on
I
you, you
also
should
have
take
one.
this.
Yes, please. Alright. Once you find those communicators, why don't we take just a couple minutes? They're getting drinks. Okay, so just so you know, egregious, the emerald disc is encrypted. You can tell because of the people who own the ship that you are on that it is encrypted using the Colonial Agency's decryption technology. And you would know that because of the level of encryption technology that is, that nobody on the ship, including the AI, would be able to break that. You would actually have to take that back to the Colonial Agency on Coriolis in order to access the data on the emerald disk.
Okay.
It would be something that you would just know. And
I can fly. I'm a pilot.
as Florian is poking around, you do manage to turn on an external communicator, and you do get a distorted message that appears on one of the communicators on the wall. It's... Let's turn this.
Is anybody out there?
It does. It crackles and then it says, "Warning: anomaly on entry. Unidentified sensor object. Hull breach in section 12. Thrusters are offline. Status chamber is offline. Unstable field pattern. Decompression in sections 3, 6, 8, and 19. Reactor spike. Activating emergency protocols. Firing aft probes." And then the screen goes blank for a few seconds. After which the message begins again, and it just repeats that over and over again.
Over and over again.
You are... Give me a data check really quick, actually. Before I tell you things I shouldn't tell you.
You should tell him.
I'll tell you.
Is there like assisting in this game?
Yeah,
like
man.
how we got like advantage?
If there is, if it makes sense. If you can make it make sense that you would be able to help him with something.
Yeah, so like 2 hackers at 1 keyboard.
That's how it works. One with each hand.
Yeah.
Each half the keyboard.
Yeah.
Wait, you pull out your own USB keyboard, plug it in, double the hacking.
I've seen that on a show where it's like there are 2 hackers, like 2 individuals with both hands on a single keyboard.
I did not succeed.
You did not succeed? Alright.
That's what we were trying to do.
So, you are able to tell that the message came from the Ghazali's Legion escort, the Zafira, via a probe that was fired before the Ghazali made the jump.
Something happened on the other. We jumped, and then we suffered the consequences here. Huh. Well, shall we go check out our escape ship?
With the thrusters down, I think that might be our only option.
It's, sounds like the way
Even
to
if
go.
we can get to the escape pods, we might not be able to escape the
Escape pods are much.
gravity well.
Right. Well,
We'll see. But
I'd
Yeah, I
rather.
mean, does
the
anyone
ship's
know
the
what the
best bet.
escape pod velocity would be? I think is the word.
I think also an escape pod sounds like a horrible option.
Right,
generally
escape pod.
speaking.
We're gonna be in a little fucking coffin, laying there, hoping someone comes to get us within the next 24 hours. The
Yeah, gross,
ship.
too, no.
The ship. We at least can get out of the system if it's functional.
Yeah, that's the assumption. It's
Yes.
functional and that we can.
We're one jump away from the
we can
destination.
get in, and
so.
we can. Yeah, manage.
So the real question is, do we want to go forward by ourselves, or do we want to get the flock out of here?
Let's see what condition the ship is in first,
Sure.
and then figure that out.
Solomon, is there any way to get a video feed or a condition check of ships in the hangar from here on the bridge?
Not a chance. No. I'm sorry. The ship was flooded with radiation.
Oh.
Much of the sensor and control systems are currently destroyed. I have rebooted the remaining systems and compiled a damage report. Unfortunately, no internal video sensors are currently operational, and internal sensors are operating at a maximum of 42%.
I think we established previously that there was a radiation spike, but it wasn't necessarily harmful at the current state. Am I remembering that correctly?
We're
You
okay.
are remembering that correctly.
Okay.
Is that in character or out of character?
Out of character.
Out of character.
I was do we need to stop by the med bay to get some iodine tablets or anything? But maybe not.
Is the med bay on the way?
I think on the map it was.
The med bay
Fairly
was
close to the
relatively close to where you are. Yes.
I mean, given that we're falling into a sun and radiation is going to start becoming more and more
True.
of a thing the closer we get to it, I
Yeah.
think maybe checking the med bay, at least for some, radiation pills, might be a good idea. As long as it's not, hours out of the way or super guarded or, I don't know.
Radiation pills. What the hell kind of?
There's probably some pharmacological magic. I'm hoping.
Is that true, Doctor?
Science.
Yeah, I'm sure it is.
Dr. Tiny Cat.
Yes.
Oh wait, wrong
Yeah.
version.
Yeah, not a doctor.
Solomon, if you could route a course from the bridge to the hangar, fastest path.
You want to go to the hangar? Or you want to go to the?
But also provide an optional destination stop to the med bay. What kind of timelines are we looking at here?
I can give you red light strips on the floor to guide you to the emergency escape pods and dock ships. I can also give you yellow lights on the floor to guide you to the med bay. You should reach the med bay in approximately 10 minutes. You should reach the docking bay and or escape pods in approximately 40 minutes.
Med bay.
Seems
Go.
worth it.
Med bay.
Alright, we start following the yellow lights.
Follow the
Weapons,
yellow brick road.
weapons in
Follow
hand.
the yellow brick road. Follow.
I believe that would be follow the yellow lit road.
That's what I said. Follow the yellow lit road. L-I-T.
Oh, I-
Lit.
Yeah, okay, sorry. I heard wrong.
I heard wrong as well.
Same.
Were we all expecting me to say it that way?
All right. You make your way out of the bridge, down the spiral stairwell, and you begin to follow the yellow lit path
Oh.
on the floor. Can everybody give me an observation check, please?
Of course we can. Do we want to?
Aye, aye, sir.
Well, you could choose not to if you don't want to.
I only get this many.
Everybody else starts listening and just go la 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 la.
Man, we ain't found.
Ooh. 3 success.
All right. Did anybody who got successes?
Wha!
One,
One.
two. Oh.
No.
I did not. I failed.
No. All
Wait,
right.
who's rolling for Gigantor?
Did anybody get 3 successes?
I did.
You got 3. All right.
Yeah.
How many did Gigantor get?
We're not rolling for each other.
Fine. I
All right.
protest.
Well,
I'm not a merry man.
both of you hear whispering voices in the corridor ahead and around the bend, but Florian, you hear whispered English voices. They're very quick, but they seem to be frightened, and you can tell that there are 5 or 6 of them. They're about 40 to 50 meters ahead of you around the corner.
And they have an English accent.
They sound like they're approximately 18 years old. They had a rough childhood. Might have drank not enough. No.
Yeah. Guys, hold up. Sounds like we have a group of English.
The English.
I don't know. I didn't want to say like, oh, they're humans. You know, I said,
English speakers.
Well, I mean, considering that you know there are Nakatra on the ship, saying that they're humans might not be out of bounds.
Can you remind me, is there like a common tongue that like pretty much everybody speaks?
Yeah.
Or, yeah.
Yeah. There is... There...
English speakers.
oh yeah.
What are you saying? If I fight for you, I get a chance to kill the English.
Wait, I'm going to use my God skill to get one truthful answer from the DM.
Oh.
Do these people in front of us mean us harm?
So I assume at this point we're all being quiet and listening to the English and then using magic DM powers.
Is that the Traveler's Talent? There we go.
Imogen,
Yeah.
A choice with only 2 options.
Be careful out there.
No, they do not mean you harm.
Okay. Well, but in that case, yeah, guys, I'm feeling pretty good about this. These guys don't mean us harm. Let's go see what we can maybe do for them.
Should still approach cautiously. You don't want to spook them.
Hold on. Solomon doesn't know what size that ship is, does he?
The ship in the hangar? No.
No. Okay, I'm just saying now. If that ship has fewer stasis pods than people, who's going to decide who gets to go in the stasis pod and keep their brains?
There are escape pods for the others.
To go into the sun.
Maybe we can do something for them.
Wait, are you guys seriously talking about ignoring these people?
Spacing the survivors?
No, I don't want to do that at all. What I'm saying is, if this ship that we're going to go to doesn't have enough stasis pods, we'd be sentencing them to madness and insanity for letting them come with us because there's not enough pods.
That is only if you jump through a gate.
That's if we jump through a gate. You're right. I mean, otherwise they just burn to a fucking crisp. But whatever. I'll let you guys decide.
I mean, they're gonna die either way.
You're right. Let's go give them the choice. Do you guys want to fight us for the stasis pods, or
They don't
yeah, let's
do
go.
any
Let's
harm.
go. I'll go.
Something
I'll
tells
start
me
walking.
we're the only ones with weapons. But
Yeah, that's probably
I
true.
mean, but at the same time, let me, worst case scenario, I might be able to manipulate them into, not being dicks.
Can I give a not be a dick check?
I have 1 dice in that.
Imogen,
I failed.
it looks like Imogen. It looks like you're good with people. So if you want to try something,
Yeah. You go talk, and I'll walk around with my weapons afterwards.
What's the good with people skill?
Manipulation.
Manipulations.
It's empathy.
oh, an empath. Imogen, you look
And
like an empath.
that is also, you also get your reputation added to that if it makes sense for your reputation to be added into.
Really?
Yes, if it makes sense. Like if if the group you're aligned with or who you work for would make sense in that situation, would be known to that person.
Okay.
You can add your reputation to it, and it is also affected by the size of the groups. If you are trying to make a manipulation check against somebody else, you get +1 for every member of your group that is over the number of their group. So if you have 7 and they have 3, you get +5 to manipulation because you have a larger group. So it's obviously intimidating.
And for me, because I'm highborn, the DM can decide if I get an additional +2. manipulation.
Hey, brain.
Because,
Alright, so as you move forward,
Ignore the negotiator.
the talking does come. What was that?
Nothing.
No,
I didn't hear what you
that's
said.
fine.
I said,
yeah.
yeah, let's just ignore the negotiator.
Are you a people person, Doctor?
Please continue, DM.
Oh, that's right. You were the negotiator.
Are you
He
Samuel
only
Jackson?
negotiates really big
Remember
tech
that movie?
deals.
Dude,
Okay.
that was my favorite movie for a while, but now
What's that?
The Negotiator.
Oh.
It's a good one.
Okay, so as you move forward, the talking does get louder, and right at the bend, you do see a group of 6 people. They are led by a large man in coveralls. He has a scar across his face from his right temple to his left cheek. His face is pale, bloodshot eyes. He has a couple of boils forming on his neck. And as you see behind him, the other 5 people seem frail, hunched over. 2 of them are almost carrying one in between them. The man in the front, the larger man, is carrying a partially bent pipe. And as soon as he sees you, he does raise it. The fuck are you?
I loudly chamber around and flip the safety off with my weapon and say,
It's like, whoa,
let the nice lady
everybody.
talk. I'm pointing to Imogen. Let the nice lady talk.
hello, I am the Lady Imogen Highborn the Sixth. It is so pleasant to meet you.
I'm sorry, I should
You look like you're in mild dire straits. What may me and my companions assist you?
He, looks from Imogen person to person. How the hell are you not sick? Do you know where the med bay is? Have you been there? Do they have anything left?
We're on our way to the med bay now. We're following this yellow lit path.
He looks down on the ground and then looks at you. So you haven't been to the med bay yet?
No.
Why? He kind of steps back and puts his arms out a little bit. How are you not sick?
looking at his
Did
pipe.
you,
Well, we just came out of. We were just awoken from our slumber, of course.
give me a manipulation check. Why don't we do that?
He really wanted to say, give me a total bullshit roll.
That is a manipulation check.
That is a
Manipulation
check.
encompasses
Okay.
lying, convincing.
4, 5, 6, 7.
Manipulation.
Still can't believe
Do I get
dice.
any bonus for being?
Yeah, in this instance, I'll say yes.
I'm assuming I took my exosuit back off because, shit got working again. So I kind of looked the part.
I mean, I wouldn't. But...
Yeah, I'd give it to you.
Those didn't go well. Oh! Yeah, assuming I already added those together, I don't get to use anything extra from my sheet. I failed.
Yep, whatever your manipulation is, plus the 2 for being highborn, so that would be...
Plus
Yeah.
empathy.
This would be a situation where it would make sense if you wanted to help. Or you could roll your own if you want to.
I didn't already help by
Talking.
oh.
I think that.
I would say yours didn't help because she's trying to be nice and you're trying to be intimidating. So you would need to roll separately.
Fine, I can roll
But no.
separately.
Go ahead, Nick.
Yeah, no, I was look, I'll step in and just try to explain, no. The bullshit check does pass.
All right, why don't you roll manipulation for
I'm
him?
gonna,
I totally believe him. I mean, I'm standing here and I know what he's talking
The
about.
guy puts the pipe down. I believe the bullshit.
I don't know why, but
I don't know why, but your bullshit sounds wonderful.
Yeah, your dice suck, dude.
Ah.
Seriously? Did you not get any either?
Yeah, I rolled 8. And I got a 5.
There is a remember you can pray to the icons, otherwise we'll let it slide.
I'll go ahead and what is the icon praying? Like,
I get
roll
another
now? Well, yeah,
darkness
go
point,
ahead
and you
darkness.
roll them all again.
He's only at like 12 of them.
8.
Hey, I got 1.
Oh.
You got one?
I got 1. Yes.
That's all you need. Doesn't matter. Just one.
I know, but it 1.
All right. He doesn't say what I really want him to say.
Okay.
He starts to lower his pipe. But you can take us to the medbay.
Sure.
Yeah, of course.
You can get these people help.
You can come behind us. We'll go check it out.
He looks at the guns. You'll need those. There are creatures. We've already lost 2.
Have you been
My
trying
character
to get
is doing
into
that. The whole
med bay?
slow smile.
Been trying to find the medbay. These people are sick.
Okay.
I don't know how long they will last.
Finally, something I'm pretty decent at. Let's go.
All right. Well, let's. Yeah, we're heading to the med bay right now. So yeah, you come with us, and we'll if there's anything that's there that can help you, we'll be sure to take advantage of it. Please let us know if we're approaching ground that you've covered before and saw some nasties.
This is the first time we've been to this part of the ship.
All right. Well,
All right. As you begin to move, everybody give me a survival check. If anybody has an environmental scanner, tell me.
I have one.
And you get a +2 to your check.
I do
But
have-
I'm spending a darkness point. Everybody give me a
Environmental. Haha, he failed too. What is it? An environmental.
check. If you have an
Or survival.
survival
Oh,
check,
okay, gotcha.
if you have an environmental scanner, you get +2 to the check.
One of those, 2 of those, and 1 of those. I can't believe that I see 1, 2, 3, 3.
nope.
Nope.
1 success.
No,
3.
no.
1, 3. No. Okay. In that case,
Duck.
nope. I'm spending
2 darkness points.
3 darkness points.
Oh boy.
1 for Florian to reroll it, and since you got a critical success, 2 for you to reroll
I
yours.
have
too.
to
A
reroll
full
it?
reroll?
Yep, full reroll.
Son of a. Damn it.
Wait, we all get to.
Fail.
Nope. Everybody else failed. I'm making them reroll their successes.
No,
I'm
failed.
spending my darkness points to make them reroll their successes.
Everyone failed.
No, everyone failed.
You and your darn darkness points.
Hey, I'd
Alright.
like to. I haven't done that pretty icon thing yet.
You want to? Okay, you can do that if you want.
Fuck it,
Give me a
I
darkness
mean-
point back. All right.
I can have 1 back. Screw it.
Damn.
Now I got 2 6s.
So you are the only person who your environmental scanner alerts you that there is radiation ahead. So you are able to bypass, backtrack, and take a longer route.
Ooh.
But you
I
do
make
not
that-
suffer radiation damage,
Excellent.
which you would have if nobody noticed it.
So close.
I love darkness points. They are so much fun. All right.
No, they're not.
Oh, they're
No.
fantastic.
Yeah. Well, hey, good job, guys.
Yeah, good looking out.
All right, so
We
it
burned-
does.
We burned 2 of his darkness points.
I'm glad you had that scanner.
So you got 1 back, right?
Huh? No, he burned 3.
I burned 3,
Oh,
but I got 1 back
Oh,
because
So-
he rerolled.
I'd say that's still good. He's only got like 12.
All right, as you do begin to
Five.
approach the med bay, you are at 14 hours until disintegration.
Okay, you got that. I mean, you got that on track, right?
Siri,
Yeah.
remind us.
Like, hey, maybe we don't. Maybe
I was
we
gonna
turn
say-
Solomon's off.
Oh, hold on.
audio.
Speakerphone.
Yeah,
You
no,
have
off
14
speaker.
hours
No,
remaining
no,
on
no.
your time. Oh,
no.
yeah, that's just
You
my,
are about to die.
That's just my. Don't worry about that. Don't worry about that.
Damn microwave.
And I'm muting
All
the
right.
notifications.
So you shoot.
The moon.
I probably don't want to tell these guys about the whole.
Yeah,
At least
yeah.
I'm-
I mean,
We can,
I tried
we
to
can,
have the discussion earlier. What? That's not my
We
thing.
don't need to complicate things right now. Let's just
That's
keep
his-
focused on our immediate objectives.
Okay.
And these guys clearly need medical attention, and if we can't get them that, well, then there's no point stressing out about other things, is there?
Nah. Nah.
For them.
I believe him.
The statue.
Remember, it's just supposed to look cool. Don't take it as gospel.
yeah.
Don't take it as gospel.
I searched the statue.
No, there's a box there. Tell me what's in the box.
There's nothing in the box.
All right. So as you approach the med bay, the doors slide open for you. And it looks like it would have been beautiful back in its day. There are expensive carpets on the floor, colorful mosaics on the walls, but now everything is dirty, chipped, and faded. The walls of the med lab are made from ceramic. The smell of disinfectant is masked by the soothing aroma of cedarwood incense. You enter into what is a large waiting room that has patterned carpets and some very nice furniture still intact. Let me see.
Dr. Crusher.
As you enter from the west, there are two spiral staircases. There is the walls are covered in large screens for patient monitoring. There are carpets and cushions on the ground, and you do see a dozen people in here. There are actually let me
Live?
there you see on the opposite side of you. So let me actually put the map up, the map for just a minute. The map.
I knew it.
The combat.
So
map.
you are coming in from the west. So directly opposite you on the cushions, you see a middle-aged woman with sharp features and big dark eyes,
Oh, I.
dressed in. You know, I never want anybody to wonder why these sessions take so long.
I don't.
I don't think anybody ever does.
No. She is wearing a large thwab and a dupatta wrapped around her head. She is on the cushions, leaned forward, and she has 6 people around her, and they all seem to be talking together. Then on the cushions closest to you, you see a man, probably in his mid-40s, dressed in Samaritan's traditional robe and a matching guttera. Really need to get like a visual image of what all of these like Middle Eastern garb
They
look like. It's in the
have it,
book.
yeah.
Yeah, I just don't have it
Printed.
on here.
No.
I would need to put it on here for you guys.
Works.
I want my money back.
All $0. Anyway, so
my
you do
pizza and
step
alcohol
in,
back.
and from behind you, you hear, "Oh, thank God!" The gentleman, like, kind of nudges past you, waving his compatriots forward.
I'm sorry you bounced it off me in my heavy armor. Right into Gigantor and bounces back into me.
And just pinballs to the floor.
Ding, ding, ding.
What the hell are you doing?
Is there anybody in here who can help us? And then the man in his 40s gets up, sees the group coming forward, waves them over, and begins to examine them.
How come you think you can keep people when they find out that this shit is all news?
What do you think the chances are that someone can actually turn the thrusters on to at least stop the freaking plunging?
I think the problem is the thrusters are down.
Does anyone else think that maybe we should just head towards the ship while they're busy?
You're a fly guy. Do you think you could position a smaller ship in front of this thing and stop its descent into the sun?
That sounds unlikely. Is that unlikely?
That is not physically possible.
Okay. Because isn't this like a really, really, really big fucking ship?
It would be like a rowboat trying to redirect a cruise liner with its engines on. That's because you've got the gravitational pull of the sun, and a small ship trying to push against it.
I could probably do it. No, just kidding. No.
We could probably get a notification of these guys.
What's
To tell
Pretty
them
sure
to
they
get
did that in
these
Voyager.
pods.
If we invert the deflector dish,
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
I definitely think that some level of informing them that escape pods should be in their future is a good idea, but I'm still quite wary of
You need to find out how
creating any angst around the potential ship.
I think we could probably get the ship out of here. Send
like now.
send a rescue party back. To
Yeah,
the
yeah. If
pods.
we do it quick enough.
as everybody is talking, the woman with the large swab and Dupata wrapped around her head raises and begins to walk towards you, her hands in her sleeves.
One with the large eyes.
Eyes.
Huge.
Large, dark, eyes.
Big. It was big. Big dark
Big
eyes.
dark eyes.
So she's like a wolf. My, what big eyes
Well,
you
hold
have,
on.
Grandma.
Are we?
Yeah.
So her head is lowered and the hood is almost covering her eyes. Her head is kind of lowered, but she is making her way towards you as you speak.
I don't like that you said wolf-like.
That was a joke.
Okay, good.
That's not actually describing
Looking anxiously at her hands, and then back to you, and then back to her, and back to you.
Hi, are you taking care of the folks here that are gathered here in the med bay? Are you responsible for bringing these folks together?
I am taking care of their spiritual health. I am helping them come to grips with what's in front of us. Have you come to join us?
Not exactly, but what exactly is in front of you?
She kind of looks at you, looks at the gentleman that the new group went to go talk to,
What?
looks at him, looks back at you.
We all just woke up, you see.
Well, I'm glad you're here because you're all in for a spiritual awakening. Would you like to come and sit and be comfortable as we move forward?
My character takes a step back.
You know what? I think one thing that would help us be comfortable is kind of doing an assessment of what kind of supplies we have here in this medical bay. Kind of like.
If you need physical healing, I'm sure that Brother Ramos would be able to help you. If you need your spirit healed, I will be waiting.
Unless you have spirits, I'm good for now. Thank you. Which one is this brother?
She does point to the man in his 40s with the robes. Brother Ramos.
Does he have in his 40s or with the 40s?
2 40s in his robes.
Are they also dark?
The 40s or the robes?
Yes.
So I'm kind of like, all right. Well, we'll check in with you once we are ready for those spirits.
May the icons be with you.
And also with you.
She nods and she goes back, and you can actually give me an observation check really quick. Why doesn't everybody give me an observation?
How about I just
We're
go
so
ahead
good
and
at
say
these.
that I rolled
And
3
you failed.
1s and a 2.
It's not my fault y'all need to get different dice. I got a bunch right here.
I got it.
Observation.
Nice.
Observe.
Oh, hey, I got one too.
Nice.
I
But no
can-
sixes.
I can add mine up to 6.
You got a 6?
Yeah, one.
Nothing.
All right, everybody's got a 6. As she turns and makes her way. Oh, before she turns,
Make
she
it
does. She does say, "My name is Comina. If you need anything, feel free to ask." She does turn and make her way back to her group. You can see that the group that she was talking with seems to be calm, sitting on the pillows and the rugs, just calmly talking with each other. the group that was around Brother Ramas seems to be, not just the newcomers, but the group that was around him before, seems to be almost agitated. Like, nervous, twitching. You do see that, though they are in the same room, there seems to be a big difference between the way the two smaller groups are acting.
I think the spirit lady has the good drugs.
Good. Well, let's see if we can figure out what the dynamic between these folks are and if there's anything useful to us here.
Just my 2 cents. However you want to play this, man, but I think we get to that ship sooner rather than later and find out how many of these we can take with us if they're willing to go.
I agree.
And if they've all decided they're going to stay, then definitely need you to come check this ship out too, because
Yeah, I agree. Let's head to the ship sooner rather than later.
I think it would be worth our while to do a quick check to see if there are any kind of medical supplies we can bring with us. Just like immediate triage stuff, unless does anybody here have med stuff on them in case? Because like there's some shit out there, and if we get hurt or anything, anti-rads, something like that.
Would we know if ships tend to be stocked with like medical kits? Just like
You are in a med bay.
no, I know, but
this
like
would-
there's
little
that ship
ship.
that we're trying to get to, like a little ship.
Oh,
little ships usually have
it
them.
would be like it would have. It depends on the size.
that's what
Most
she's.
most smaller to medium ships would not have a full-on med bay. Like they might have a room with medical supplies, but it wouldn't be anywhere near what you're in now, which is huge.
This is a hospital.
It is a floating hospital. Yes, it is multi-rooms.
Is that-
It is, yeah.
All right. Well, yeah, I say we take a minute, 2 tops, just to either ask, are there some supplies around we can take? We're going to try to find any other survivors. And then, if they have some, yes. And if not, or if they have some, great, we take them and then go. If not, then okay, we go.
Is
But I agree, we should be getting on the road sooner than later.
Is metacurgy the medical skill?
That's correct.
Yes.
Doesn't anybody here have medical experience? Would you know what to look for if you looked around? Because I do not.
Could take a quick look around and see if I see anything that has a big red cross or whatever the Coriolis equivalent is.
Perhaps we should ask the.
So, are you looking for anything in particular, or just like medical stuff?
Like anything that I would understand would just be a quick, like something that would be helpful for some field triage.
Give me a observation check. Actually, give me a metacurgy check.
Alright, cool, even better. Because they're both the exact same. number.
Metacurgy.
If you don't have a point in it, you can't roll.
Yeah, got it.
Wait, what?
If you don't have a point in the advanced skill, you can
Yeah.
not roll in it.
Okay, that's what I thought.
The advanced skill?
If like
Oh.
metacurgy, yeah, like the further ones down, or like if you don't have a point in datagen,
Like at
you can't
4
roll datagen
right.
just
Okay,
because
well,
you have something.
I
in
don't
Wits.
have a point in metacurgy
Oh,
then.
okay.
Okay.
So never mind.
Yeah.
That's good to
The
know.
like the attributes, the abilities you can roll in, but if you have to have a
Right.
point in the skills to be able to roll.
Oh,
in it.
any of the skills or just the advanced ones?
Just the advanced.
Just the
Any-
advanced.
Because otherwise, I couldn't observe anything. Or I
That's
couldn't-
fair.
I couldn't-
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, because there's
Or-
skills and then there's the advanced skills.
Okay. That's good to know.
So yes.
I'm a pilot. I can fly.
You do see that there are like you're in one large room, and there do seem to be other rooms. You don't know what are in those.
So I'll just at this point, like I'll wave at like hey brother, we're about to go out and check for more like more folks. See if we can get a handle on the situation here. Are there any kinds of like field med kits that we could take with us?
He's talking to the group, and he kind of calms them down. He ends up pointing behind him, and you see like there's a couple groups that go down the hall a little bit and separate into 2 separate rooms, and they kind of disappear into the rooms. He walks over to you. You're going out to look for other people? Are you sure that's safe? We've got people here that need to be kept alive. I've heard creatures and monsters, and see you're the only people that are armed. Shouldn't you be protecting the ones that are here and alive?
We're
while I
going to
try and heal them?
We're going to go take care of the things that are roaming. Make sure they give you guys a nice, clean berth here.
What if they... You're the only one with weapons. What if they come here while you're gone?
Take the pistol, rack the round, hand it to him. There you go. We'll be back soon.
He holds his hand up. I'm a doctor. I'm a Samaritan. I do not use such things.
Doctor, I understand your concern. Can you answer my question, please?
Do any of you have any medical experience? Can anybody use a med kit if I were to give you one?
I mean, I could try.
If you want to let somebody die out there because you don't know what you're doing, fine, but do not waste our supplies. We have people who I'm trying to keep alive.
My buddy Gigantor and I can probably drag people back faster than this conversation can go on, so I'm gonna go find stuff.
I'm assuming Dent does not seem like the type to have medical
No.
experience. Okay.
No. All right. Well,
Gigantor.
Well, he looks. If you find anybody who is suffering from radiation poisoning, and then he kind of steps back, which it seems like none of you are. If you find anybody, bring them here. I can help them before they die. If they roam the ship for too long, they will not survive. We need to save as many people as we can.
I agree, which is why
Absolutely.
we're going to head out right now. Thank you so much for your help, brother.
Do you have a comm communicator or comm link or a comm ID so we could reach out to you?
I believe the med lab has one.
Okay.
We'll figure that out in a minute.
Yeah.
Maybe we could ask another friend.
Yeah, wow, maybe we should have called ahead. Our bad.
It's
Just come back soon. Nobody here knows what's going on. All we know is there are sick people and there are things that are killing. We need all of the protection we can get until help arrives.
Can you seal the doors while we're gone?
We can put things in front of them, but there's no way to lock these. This was not meant to be barricaded.
Can you get the doors?
You can see. We'll take a look on our way out, see if we can get a locking mechanism for you.
All right, give me a data vision check.
Yeah.
All right, so as you're rolling that, this conversation's going on.
Can I help him? I have a data gen.
Sure.
I'm just waiting for Dent to walk over, grab a bed, go to the nearest door, and just kind of tilt it in there sideways and jam it down. And good job, Dent. We need to be on the other side first.
Hold on, let me
Safe.
double check.
This door's safe. Definitely.
All right. Other PCs with at least a level 1 in the skill you are about to test can help you succeed. You must state that they're going to help. The GM is the final say. For every person helping you, you get a +1 modifier to a maximum of 3. So if you're going to help him, you get a +1.
Okay.
So that means one more dice.
One more dice.
That's 3 successes.
Oh,
3
wow.
successes?
It was just 2, but with the extra, it was 3.
That is a critical success.
With just for flavor, I have a talent called Gearhead. It doesn't say anything about it being a one-time use, but it mentions you can jury rig an item. I would like to take the pipe, a pipe. I'm sure someone has a pipe. Maybe Gargantor's pipe. Gigantor's pipe. Sorry, that one gets me.
Gargant. No, it's
Fasten
Gargantor
it
now.
into like a use my tool that, like, I don't know.
Okay.
shave off an edge so they can just jam it in the door crack, and it functions as like a one-way like locking mechanism, as opposed to doing some hacking stuff. Just like, hey, you know what? This works too, and then we go on our way. If not, then I'll do some hacking.
I will say I will say that you can use that to lock the doors, like to kind of think of like the handles where you like put a chain around the handles to keep them closed. I will say that it'll do.
I'd just be like,
that.
here, like stick this in the door handles when we leave, and that should give you something.
Okay, if you're gonna
Like,
if you're gonna
roll
do
a
that
3,
instead
though,
of the
should we
division.
take advantage of the? I don't know.
What was it?
Just you got a critical success. It seems like a waste to throw it away.
You tell me
Yeah.
what you want to do.
I don't
It's
know.
up to you.
I think that
There are 2 doors, just so you know,
honestly,
and stairwells.
and stairwells.
Yes, there were 2 stairwells. Let me. 2 stairwells, and then 2 entry doors.
Okay.
Yeah, gotta be honest, I kind of think our best bet here is gonna be
I'm stealing some of your beer.
to try to get
You're gonna need to grab
help
but
rather than block these guys off. This is
Yeah.
Okay.
My intention was originally just to get a simple solution to get us on the road faster a little bit.
Okay.
But if we can say with 3 successes, we can get Soliman to have like some kind of like maintenance mode, so like the doors go into some kind of locking state or something. Then I'll say, and if it's fast, if we can do that quickly, then that's okay. Otherwise, I would just give them something hacky, mechanical they could do.
Okay. I will say that you are able to chat with Solomon, and he is able to lock the doors and allow them to only be opened with a single individual's voice recognition.
Okay.
You have to denote who that individual
I will
is.
say denote the
Unhappy doctor.
unhappy Doctor Man.
Unhappy Dr. Man.
Dr.
Recognized. All right. As you are doing this, you do notice that from the north,
A cold wind comes.
out of the doorway to the north walks a tall, stern man with a well-trimmed beard and intense eyes. He's dressed in a
Like the camping
monochrome
type?
kamazi with matching old Zenithian style cape. So he is in basically like shiny chrome armor almost with a cape. And he tall and stern, and he walks, like the door's open, he walks out, and he just looks around with his chest out, looks, narrows his eyes, and walks
What
towards
rank?
you.
What rank has he got on his?
He doesn't have a rank.
Okay.
I don't know if you would know that.
He is a bit rank, though. Am I right?
Ah! He walks up. Where did you get the guns?
Which one?
All of them.
This one's mine. But this one you got from upstairs.
You've been to the bridge.
Briefly.
Who are you again?
He kind of looks you over. My name is Komali Vai. I am the one in charge here. You should not be hoarding weapons when there are people who need to be kept alive. I will take that.
What is your
Thank
rank,
you.
sir?
Take what?
He points to the pistol by your side. And...
Are we still in the med bay, or are we just?
No,
like,
you're still on the...
outside?
You haven't... Like, you just did all of that stuff.
Okay.
You're getting ready to leave as he exited the room to the north.
Flip the pistol, rechamber the round, take the safe off. There you go.
I'll,
Well done. He puts it in his pocket.
What was your rank again? Who put you in charge?
Out of all the people here, he kind of looks you over. I don't think any of you have been to any kind of Legion cadet school.
I pull out the captain's ID card. It's like, actually, you'll find that I'm the captain now.
Look at me.
Shava smiles.
Oh, okay.
I gotta agree with him.
Well,
And he looks down at it. So I take it the captain is dead.
yeah, anybody who...
Do you have anything to do with that?
Oh, no, we had something to do with finding the corpses on the bridge, though. I'll give give a description of, how we got into the bridge and what we found there.
Serious case of explosive decompression sickness.
Yeah, that's what I said.
Potentially fatal.
It's like the weapons locker is still like there's nothing being hoarded there. We didn't know that anybody else was here. That for all we knew, we were some of the only survivors. So we armed ourselves. We just found this group here. If you want to make your way back to the bridge, then you can arm yourselves. But we are just about to go out on an ice cream run. So
Actually, I've got a better job for all of you.
oh, do you?
Yes. You and your little group are going to go down to the docking bay. You're going to see if any of those ships still function. If they do, you're going to come back. You're going to tell me. And I will lead this group down there, and we will get off this ship.
Oh,
And then
yes,
he just-
that sounds fantastic.
he just
and
kind of-
definitely what we're going to do.
He just kind of waves his hand. Make sure you're quick. And he turns around and walks off.
Keep an eye on the communicator in your in the med bay there.
He stops, turns around. Yes. Make sure you give me regular updates on your status.
Oh yeah.
Good luck with your cadet school.
Oh, can I shoot him now?
There's so out of character. There's so much opportunity to just like, oh my god, just like hand shit.
Can I shoot him now?
Hey guys,
This thing's fresh around the corner.
Yeah.
You're all gonna die!
And it's like I can see like he's just like asking for it.
Who knows what a gravity well and a fiery death is?
Stay here for just 14 more hours.
I'm gonna spend 2 darkness points.
Uh-oh.
And very loudly, the communicator on your... Where is your communicator? Is it on your wrist?
I'll say
He left it outside.
on your arm? Okay.
I left it on my other
very
arm.
loudly, the communicator on your arm. You hear Solomon go, "Meow. 13 hours till we reach the D zone."
Solomon, I put you on mute.
And then as you're pressing it, he's like, "I'm sorry, user Florian. My apologies. The next time I give you an update on our proximity to the disintegration zone, I will make sure to do it in a much quieter fashion."
Oh, that's what D zone means? Oh, I was under a different impression.
And everybody stops and looks at Florian.
Time to go.
That's a really weird ringtone you got there, buddy. Go!
Out the door. I'm going. I'm going.
Yeah, no, I'm out. Howdy.
Let's not stick around and chat.
Yeah.
As you leave,
So you guys didn't know we were falling into a sun.
every pandemonium erupts. Everybody starts talking loud and pointing, moving
that
around.
Sneezy?
Everybody is like shaking their fist. I will say you do notice the only person who is not responding is Komina.
Uh-huh.
She is currently kneeling. She has looked up, looked around, and just put her head back down. But everybody else is freaking out. Brother Ramas does walk over to you. What the hell is that? Are we You know that we were falling in. How long do we have?
Time is of the essence. Now I need your acquiescence.
Oh, Nick, God, I love you.
Can you
If
move
you
the
guys
ship?
haven't watched
You are
the,
talking to the AI. Can
TV show
you
Gallivant, you should.
can you move the ship?
No.
Can you get escape pods?
Sure, there are escape pods, but there might be another option. Do you mind if we get the fuck out of here and try to fix that for you?
Yeah, we were gonna send you a DM when we found the escape
I was gonna
pod,
slide into your DMs and let you know where to meet me.
but then Space Alexa over here had to have a problem. Yeah.
We're on our way to see if there are any ships left that are working, and then we'll let you know if they are.
So you know where the docking bay is.
You see those red lights?
We have a map somewhere.
What? Really?
The red lights go to the bridge. Don't worry. Don't follow the red lights.
So you turned on the red lights.
We're turning on lots of lights.
Roxanne!
So you are going to let these people know when you find something. You're not just.
This is why we told you to stay by the communicator. Yes.
He looks directly at you. So you're not going to just leave us here.
That is very much not what the gentleman who just walked away and is very excited about his cadet school asked.
He looks at you. He quizzes. He scrunches his forehead for a second, or his eyebrows for a second. Looks over at the door to the north as it slides closed, and he just goes, "Kamarivai, that fucking prick. He is. Everybody's listening to him, unfortunately. Can you get us out of here?"
We'll clear the path.
We're going to
the cadet
try.
will lead you there. Don't worry about
Yeah,
it.
like we certainly hope so, but we won't know until we get to the docking area. For all we know, there is nothing viable there, and we don't want to get anybody's hopes up any lower than they already are.
All right. Is anybody in your group injured or sick? I don't want you to be slowed down if you don't have to.
I mean, there is some radiation out there that happens periodically that if we could like get inoculated against would actually do us a lot of good and highly increase our chances of getting us all out of here.
I can't inoculate you against the radiation. If you are suffering from radiation sickness, I can help fix you, but I can't stop you from getting it without dressing you in an exosuit, which I'm sorry, the medbay does not have a ton of.
We did briefly have a companion who was very much suffering from radiation sickness. Would you have anything you can send with us in case we encounter her?
All right. Hold on a moment. He steps away. A couple minutes later, he comes back. He gives you a med kit and 10 extra M doses.
Oh.
Who's going to track those on their sheet?
I'll write it down.
Good.
Doses.
Yeah. Those are
Radiation.
trying to remember exactly what those do. I wrote them down, but I don't remember. I have them here. It's not important. If you're gonna use them, I'll find them later.
Thank you. The communicator goes off. You now have 13 hours and 45 minutes.
Come on, white guy, let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
Let's go.
Me. There we go. Alright, M-Dose is a one-use injector for stabilizing wounds or treating poisons, disease, or radiation damage. Called life insurance or first aid in soldier slang, although the Legionnaire are of the belief that one's carbine is the first aid. Instead of referring to the M-dose as the fuse or the last aid, M-dose should be used together with a med kit or on its own and give. Should be used together with a med kit, or it can be used on its own to give a +1 to metacurgy. The med kit gives a +2 to metacurgy and uses 1 M-dose every time you use it.
If only we had someone with.
Treating wounds, poisoning, radiation damage, or severe illness. So basically, you have 10 +2 metacurgies to cure those things.
Does
But
a
no,
+1 metacurgy work if we have 0
No.
metacurgy to start?
Somebody has to have metacurgy.
Correct. Nobody has it. They're all dead.
Nobody has metacurgy?
No.
Nice. Yeah.
I mean, silly me, I kind of assumed the, doctor-like character would have at least 1 point.
Dr. Tiny Cat was the last campaign.
Oh, shit. Thought we had another doctor-like character this campaign.
Nope.
Nope.
I mean, we don't really need another Datagen, probably.
I will say
So-
that during this introductory adventure, kind of like we did when we started our D&D campaign, the first 3 to 5 sessions, if you need to tweak your characters as we get used to this new system, totally cool with that. We can just retcon whatever. Once we get done with this adventure and we take the next step, then we will solidify your character. So I would say the first 3 to 5 sessions, somewhere in there. In between sessions, we can make changes to your characters just to make the group fit, how you want to play your character fit, all that kind of stuff. So we won't do it right now, but in between this session and the next session, if somebody does want to tweak their character, that's cool.
Okay.
We can hire a medic once we get our ship. It's fine.
Just use AI.
Doctor-
Make Solomon the medic, Dr. Solomon. It'll be like Voyager.
That's what I'm saying. Activate
Yeah.
emergency medical hold. What was his name? Emergency medical.
Please state the name.
Please state the
His
nature of a
name is
medical
Doctor.
emergency.
Doesn't-
If
God, I
y'all-
wish I
if
didn't
y'all
have to
were
say that.
fucking paying attention to Discord,
No.
I saw it.
I refuse.
I told you, I can't look at Discord while I'm
I
GMing.
know,
There's too many
and
things going on.
you get a pass.
Yay!
Nobody else.
All right,
does.
so he does hand you that stuff. Just if you find anybody that is on the verge of death, give them this. Otherwise, bring them back here. Once
found
they
something.
get here,
They're all over there waiting for us to go forward.
I can heal these people. I can save them. If you find anybody out there, bring them back.
You got some seriously good sunblock.
I do what I can with a well-stocked medbay. I did not go to school to let these people die.
You went to
Yeah,
med
fucked up
cadet
school.
school.
Wrong person.
Medet.
Medet. Medet.
All right, so we're heading out. Yeah.
All right. Yep.
Follow the red lights.
Like an hour ago. Guys, where are you?
All right. You.
I'm leading the way. I'm scouting. I get to scout.
As you.
Bum, bum.
Where is it? Where is it? I need you to make a check. Make a check for me. All right. As you begin to move away, I need everybody to make another observation check.
Do I get a +2 to survival?
No.
Bunch of points in that.
I failed.
You worthless dice.
Son of a bitch.
Fuck, seriously?
I think you just need to swap out those dice with something else.
I have
One
swapped
success.
so many.
You got one? Okay.
A
I got
success.
3
Success.
5s and 2 4s and no 6s.
All right. So then, Florian and what do we got? What do we got? Marcus. Florian, Marcus. You do hear as you make your way out and begin to follow the red lights. You hear from behind you, coming from the medbay, footsteps. So as you turn around, you see a woman, dyed white hair, in a long braid down her back. You see that her left arm has been enhanced with a cybernetic of some kind. In her right hand, she is holding up a cigarello, and you do see that on her left hip is a Vulcan pistol. She walks out, high heels, the full bodysuit, looks at you. So you sound like you're going to be exploring the ship. You also sound like you are... She looks back at the door, waits for it to close. Smart. I have a proposition that hopefully you can help me with. You are going to the docks, yes?
That was the plan.
How would you like to not only get out of here, but earn some burr on the side?
Interesting thought. Getting out of here is kind of the prerogative.
Of course. Of course. I mean, what use would money be if you're dead? But if you are able to find a way out, I have some sensitive cargo that I would like to come with us. And I am willing to make sure that your pockets are as full as the cargo hold of whatever ship you find. If we can do this quietly.
Well, that's an interesting proposition, isn't it? Where are these things that you need loaded into a cargo bay, or are you what's
They're in the cargo hangar.
Oh.
There's a separate storage unit on the side. All you need to do is move them from that storage unit into whichever ship you find that works. Make sure nobody else knows that you're doing it. And you'll walk out of here with quite a bit of burr to spend on your celebration of being alive.
Certainly something we'll try. We'll keep an eye out for while we're down there if we can make it happen.
Do you have a map of where this cargo hold is? Do we need an access
Yeah, where's the
code?
cargo hold in relation to...
It's connected to the hangar,
Okay.
Just follow the red lights.
the cargo bay.
What kind of burr are we talking about here?
Well, that depends. If you can get this done quietly, I could give you all, let's say, 25,000 burr
Each? That's fair. We can do it.
total.
I like each better.
Sound better, but you know, we'll
I would like a spaceship made out of pure gold, but the icons do
Not
not
here,
smile
can't help
on me
you.
either.
Good luck with the sun. See ya.
Is this cargo dangerous?
You won't even know it's there.
Well, Mr. Negotiator, I know we have a saying around these parts that everything is for sale.
Mhm.
What do you think about this situation?
I think that if we find ourselves in a situation where this cargo is easy enough to obtain and squirrel away in a nice, secure place on the ship, I don't see any harm in it.
She steps up to you. This isn't a nicety. This is important. And she looks back. More important than what else might be used for that space. What would you say to 40 if we make sure that it takes priority over other uses of this craft?
40,000.
burr. If it's the first thing that gets loaded.
I feel a lot better knowing a little bit more about the contents.
She-
We're going to be putting this level of priority on it.
Oh,
You're asking us to choose between known cargo and unknown cargo.
oh. She hands you a security tablet. This will open the door. It also has the manifest on it. It's nothing you need to worry about. And as you look on the cargo manifest, you see that it looks legitimate, and it specifies the cargo as boxes of therapeutic narcotics.
If it's so important, why aren't you out there trying to get it?
She looks at herself. She is a relatively slim woman. I know talented people when I see them. I have a feeling that not only will you find a ship that can get us all out of here before we disintegrate, was it? I have a feeling that you can get this cargo on the ship with nobody else knowing, and quickly. That is why I'm paying for your services, because I can tell a group of qualified individuals when I see them.
We'll do what we can.
It's important.
Oh, I don't doubt that. But so are our lives. And so, I presume, you feel your own is?
Of course. In whatever space is left, and she kind of waves back to the people, like waves back to the med bay. Whatever space is left that you find.
Alright, we're wasting time. Let's
I agree.
She like lets go of the security tablet. 40,000. Whole. Nothing. If it's not. I trust you'll make the right decision. And she spins on her heels and walks back.
So I am now.
What do you want to bet she's the reason why the pilot had so much money on him?
Certainly a possibility. Would my lie detector have been helpful during any of that?
What exactly does that?
That's a great question. I don't know. I just have it written down on my sheet.
Lie detector. That a small
Just
box
tells
of
you
wires
people
that can.
standing or lying down.
When it's connected to someone who's being questioned, it can help you tell if the subject is lying or not by giving a +2 to manipulation.
Okay.
Yeah. Is that a gear or no? It's not a cyber. Is that a
gear.
cyber implant?
That's gear. Or
Okay.
It's part of my gear. It's part of the gear that I got to take.
All right. That is probably not a cybernetic implant.
Are you sure?
A cybernetic implant, it's that, but it's in your eye, so it doesn't have to be connected to the person. All right. So she walks back in. The door is closed. Like she taps on the door, it opens. She steps in. It closes.
All right. Well, let's head down, and if it makes sense to do the thing, let's do the thing. Because hey, that's some burp.
Yeah, I mean, people get mad at me for wanting to kill people outright, but you just want to sell them down the river. I
A
get
lot
it.
of these people
Sounds
might
good.
have
Let's
to be
go.
in the escape pods anyway, so.
Oh,
see
no,
what
that-
we
Let's go find out.
We don't know how much space this stuff can actually take. If it's going to take up too much space where we have to actually sacrifice people, then we tell her we couldn't get the door open.
Let's tell her anything.
Or we just take
We
it
don't
for
owe her
ourselves.
anything. She hasn't paid us yet.
You know, exactly. No harm in entertaining the notion, right?
Don't believe me. I would love to get paid, but not at certain prices.
Right. And I'm not here to pay those prices.
Okay, so let's go. Let's go check this shit.
Yeah, let's go.
Yeah.
And time check.
We can even find our own buyers.
I wonder why nobody else
I
in
know.
Almost.
that room counted her weapon as them having a weapon.
I mean,
Alright, let's go.
AI scrambler technology.
All right. So as you begin to make your way, Solomon does let you know that there is 12 hours left.
son of a bitch.
So
You guys are killing me.
you make your way towards the docking bay.
Yes.
Making our way.
I would say about halfway there, you hear a coughing burst of static come through the intercom that Solomon is connected to. A distorted voice breaks through, at first muffled, but suddenly loud and clear. The voice is calm and tired. This is Kahoria Yoharis. Can anybody hear me? We are trapped in the chapel and we can't get out. We can't reach the escape pods. We have no exos. We're running out of air. Can anyone hear me? Is anyone there? And then you hear crying, mumbled prayers in the background as the voice once again.
Can
fades to
we open
static.
up the ship map?
Way up top, up front, where the chapel usually is.
Checks out.
Oh, not as far forward as I thought.
The hangar is down here.
And we are...
Right here.
So we're way closer to the
So
hangar.
you're close to the hangar and the escape pods.
Let's
The chapel
split the
is
party.
way
So
up.
no,
So-
all the answers are in the freaking...
Can you ask Solomon
Hangar.
if he knows how much time they have, like how much air they have in the chapel?
I think we have a comm link with them if we want. I think we should
let's
send
ignore them for now.
Cadet Dingus to go run the rescue party. Does anyone want to talk to these people?
I want to get to the ship
Yeah, but
so that we actually are informed on what the fuck chances we have of doing anything for anybody.
I legitimately don't feel like we can continue.
Is there a way I could try and patch the chapel comm into the medbay comm?
Give me a...
Sobriety check.
You fail! Give me a datagen check.
The gin. The gin.
One trait.
I am quickly finding out which of these skills gets used tons.
One success.
Would Florian roll them again?
Oh.
Yes.
Yeah, get 3 this time. I mean, fuck it.
Just trying to remember. What we got. One success.
I need his dice.
Roll them again.
Now
He
get
just
three.
really
I won't
doesn't
use
wanna-
another one, but I'm using that one.
He doesn't really want to deal with the
One
whole.
success. 2 success.
Damn.
I'm kidding. No.
I've only failed 1 roll tonight, so I'm on a hot streak. I sucked all your karma.
I will. So you just want to patch them together?
I just want to be like, connect that line, medbay, and I think it sounds like we want to keep going. The cadet can sort that out. They can sync up on their positions and figure something out.
Okay.
They know that there's access to the bridge. They have more resources than I do, and it's a short walk to the weapon locker for them. So
Connected to. All right.
We're doing our
you
part.
are
If we
able
fail, everyone
to
dies.
successfully connect it. You can tell that it is not a perfect connection. It does cut in and out, but they are able to communicate somewhat.
okay.
And I think that is a good place to stop. So you are planning on heading towards the hangar. You have a few other things to think about
Nah.
on your travel
I
there,
got shit to think
and
about.
we will
Get to the
stop
ship.
there.
Get to the ship. Load the
I
cargo.
wanted to give you as many of the
Side
many of the
quest denied.
fun throw-ins.
Yeah. That's cool.
Not
though.
all of them,
Yeah.
but a few of them.
That's cool. I can see a lot of parties be like, we gotta get all the people together, and some
Nope.
parties who are just
Nope.
like, let's get the drugs.
Get to the
let's
ship.
go. Yeah.
Get the drugs.
Get to the
Get the fuck
chopper.
out of here.
We are the free traders. I mean, to be fair.
Yeah.